Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Purereviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you find this particular video helpful, be sure to leave a like before you go. It really helps out the channel a ton. So today's product that I'm going to cover is available on Amazon. So I'm going to include a link in the description that will take you to the Amazon product page where you can check out the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that fun stuff. I'll also include a link that will take you to the brand's website. So what is today's product? Today's product is a automatic, basically little device that will automatically open your curtains for you. It's by a company called SwitchBot. When you order it, this is the box it is going to come in. And then once you open it up, you're going to get the device itself, which we're going to go over in detail, how it works and how to hook it up and all that fun stuff here very shortly. It's going to come with an instruction manual. You're going to get a USB to USB Type-C power cord. Now this is a super long cord, so you can actually charge the curtain rod if you wish without taking it down, but it does have a battery, so you don't have to leave it plugged in all the time. Then it is going to include basically some wheel clips here, and then you're going to get this in this little box here. You're going to get two different size wheels, and then another curtain attachment if you need this piece. And then finally, you're going to get this little device here, which is what helps you change out the wheels. So let's go over the device itself. So how this works is essentially it has a little motor in there, and it will move your curtains for you. Now they have multiple different versions, so be sure to check out the information that they provide, because this one goes into the iTrack, but they also have, this one goes into the U-Rail, which is what I have. They have one that's for an iTrack, and they also have one just for a straight-up curtain rod, and those have a little bit different setup. So they have lots of versions depending on the type of curtains you have. Now, you can see on the device here, it has your two little arms, and this is what rotates down the curtain rod. And then the middle section here is basically the motor, and then this is what moves and actually pushes the curtains either direction. Now on the back here is essentially the USB Type-C point where you're going to plug it in and charge it up. Depending on how often you're using this, you're basically going to get around 8 months of use out of it if it's just opening once or twice, basically opening and closing. If you're using it multiple times throughout the day, then the battery life will change a little bit. And then that right there is how you're going to turn it on, and it's also going to allow you, if you never need to reset the device, that's how you do that there also. So let's go ahead and run some footage of showing how you install this, because it is super easy to install in a curtain setup. So let's roll that now. Okay, so as you saw, it's super easy to set up. I'm using it in actually a double curtain application, so the curtains will close in the middle and they will open up to the sides. You can also use it on just a single side. If you have a single side and then you end up doing it like a double, you can add the curtain rod. So it's, once again, it's very easy to control through the app. Something else I want to note, they have some extra add-ons that you can buy that kind of go with the SwitchBot ecosystem. They do sell what they call a Hub Mini, and that will allow you to access your curtain via your smart apps such as Alexa, Google, Siri. Basically, you plug that in, connect it to your home network, and it will become, your curtains will become voice controlled. They also have the ability to hook this up to the SmartBot switch, and this is what the switch looks like, and simply you can keep this somewhere and you just press the button and it'll automatically activate it. So this is an additional item if you prefer to have a switch to control it. And then thirdly, they also sell another device if you don't like necessarily powering it up because it is against a window. They make a solar panel attachment on the back that basically faces the window, and so it'll keep the device charged during the day. Another kind of cool feature that I want to bring up also on it is it's going to take getting used to now that your curtains may be automated, and the device is smart enough to know if you start to tug to open the curtains, it'll automatically activate, and then it'll open it up for the rest of the way that it needs to. You can turn that feature off if you want. A lot of these settings are customizable in the app section. So let's go ahead and show you basically how to install it via the app and show you all the various features that the app has. All right, let's go over all the settings of what this thing can do. Right off the bat, the first screen lets you open and close it at a quick access button, but then we dive into the settings. So first you have basically the slider control, whether you're doing two or versus a single. That's basically open in the middle or going left or right. You've got the different light sensing modes, which you can set a timer so it basically turns on towards dusk or dawn. Then you can add a delay mode if you wish. You can also do a schedule like I have, and the schedule is completely adjustable when you choose open, close. You can set different times for the weekends. It even has a performance, so where it'll be extra quiet. Just note if you do the performance, it runs a little bit slower. All right, so let's go into the main settings now. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of various settings for you to explore. First thing off the bat is you can name your curtains and select a room that you want them in, and that's going to be important if you end up setting it up to the voice controls. Under advanced settings, you can do the touch and go, which is if you end up trying to pull them, they'll automatically open for you. There's a calibration mode, of course. And then you can also pair it to the remote, like I pointed out earlier. Now, if you do have the home hub, you can set up the various assistants right here. And then if you have, it tracks your logs, so you can see how often it's opened or closed, if that's important to you. And then you can also just check the battery status and the firmware updates. So overall, that's the ins and outs of all the settings. As you can see, it lets you do a ton of things. Alright guys, one last thing I want to point out that this little guy can do. So the motor is pretty hefty, so it can push up to 17 pounds. So if you have a heavier curtain setup, this guy can move it. It moves a little bit slower, it may be a little bit louder. So my curtain setup, I basically have a fabric on the outside and then I have some blackout blinds, so it's like a double thickness. So it is a pretty heavy curtain. It's not as heavy as say like a velvet fabric, but it is not super, super light. It's not like a sheer or something like that, and it works really, really great, as you saw in the footage. So that is basically all the ins and outs of this little guy. If there is something I didn't cover, feel free to hit me up in the comments section. I do typically respond to those. Like I said, I will include a link in the description that will take you to the product page so you can check out all the details and the price point. Also, I have been reviewing several of the various SwitchBot items, so feel free to check out in the description. I will list a link to some of the other items that I have reviewed in case you're curious about their other home automation devices. And that is it. So until the next video, you guys stay easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.